Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man 5. In the last part we found out that Proto Man was framed the entire time and was done by Dr. Wily. Oh, how surprising. Pretty man-looking castle there, Wily, although I see you still have your usual skull and satellite dish, that's the word. Anyway, the Wily stages, well, first off, as you can see, they give you a couple E-tanks over here and there as throwaways. They're really kind of odd in terms of difficulty. Like, they can be either really hard or really easy depending on your playstyle. Well, not really playstyle, but you'll get what I mean later. Somewhat, I suppose. Anyway, that spike falling section there at the start isn't too bad. Just make sure that when you get to the little platform in the middle, don't jump off to the right, because you will die. No way of avoiding that. Also, I love this castle theme. I don't know why, but it sounds kind of sad, but at the same time, it sounds triumphant. How many times have I commented on this game's soundtrack? 3? This section can be kind of tricky. Just make sure you don't jump too high, because otherwise you will die. Which is never pleasant. Yet again, another section that you can use Rush Coil in. Actually, as I've remembered to... I forgot to mention this entirely last part. But any section... Well, first off, by the way, my weapons are already filled because I got an intentional game over so I can refill them. Any section you can use Rush Coil at, you can also use Super Arrow, but I'm gonna save that because I want its ammo for later. Those who've played the game know why, and that was pathetic of me. That one hurt. The conveyor belts here aren't too strong, but they're strong enough to warrant being annoying, so be careful. You could probably rush jet through all this and be perfectly fine, but I don't do that. And hi, Dustman Stage, how are you? Very similar to the crushing segment back in Dustman Station 4. There's gonna be trash you're gonna need to shoot out of your way, except this time you actually need to use your dash. Well, actually, I don't think you need to use the dash. No, I mean, I think you actually need to use the dash once in 4 for that, but you know what I mean. Like, you actually need to use it, otherwise you will guaranteed be killed. Yet again, it reminds me a lot of Star Wars, though. Ugh. Star Wars Episode 2. Yeah. And I'll save that for if I ever do a movie commentary over that. Oh, if Pat and I, or even Matt, if I can get Matt to join. But I'm just going to stop talking about that now. We got random chickens. The chickens are kind of out of place compared to every other animal in the game. Sure, you got another animal type with the tiger, but other than that, there's not many animal type ones other than that and the rat. Oh, thank God I got hit, otherwise I would have been dead. Then again, getting hit is what sent me in there in the first place, so it's a win-lose situation. Anyway, the boss is right here, fairly short stage. And he has a weakness, I know he does, but I have always preferred using the Mega Buster on him. Pretty much this guy here, the way he works is you shoot those little 2 seconds beneath them to make them fly at you. And then what I would recommend you do is charge up a fully charged Buster Shot and then shoot whatever kind of pellets you can at his eyes while they're open to do the most damage you can. He'll shoot these little heads up in the air, which is kind of annoying, but it won't get in your way much, unless you're me right now. Make sure you always shoot the bottom and then the top, because you're pretty much guaranteed to get hit otherwise, unless you time it really specifically. Though if you get, the spikes on the sides aren't instant kill. Aren't. If you couldn't hear that correctly, because my mic can be weird. If you get kind of hit by the left of the one on the top, you will be teleported to the top of it somehow, so there's that, I guess. If you're going for a purely Pyrrhic victory. But this guy's nothing too hard. There have been harder bosses in Mega Man. Like the next one. Love that jingle, I'll admit. Though the one from Mega Man 2 will always be my favorite. And we got more Metroids! And actually, I should describe what these guys do. When you get close enough, they'll fall down to the floor and go towards you and then explode. So they can be kind of annoying. And by the way, this jump is kind of specific. Be careful there. If you jump too slow or too early, you will get killed. Really easy to get energy tank there. Because even if you miss the little alcove, you can just jump up to do the water physics and get it. Ooh. The valves here are pretty much the exact same strength conveyor belts as the ones in the previous stage. Nothing too bad there. The Met tools can be annoying if you're getting close range, because their triple fire thing can be kind of tough to dodge if you're not in the right position. And they won't open up until you get really close to them, as usual for Met tools. And more Met Mamas, nothing too hard. Watch out for that spike pit there, I died there the first time because I was holding left. That wasn't fun. Ah, rats. You can just ignore those guys at the top there, they're not too bad. Also, one thing I want to mention, one weird little fact is, I mentioned how Darkman 2 was the only of the Darkmans that appeared in the animated series back in the day. One weird little thing is that Napalm Man actually appeared in the intro to the animated series, but was never actually seen in an episode besides that. Which is odd. Also, the green guys here, as far as I'm aware, are actually stronger than the pink ones. One thing I haven't gone over is that you should just use Napalm Bomb on them. They are pretty weak to that. Don't accidentally use Crystal Eye. So yeah, Napalm Bomb takes him out really quickly. And here we finally get to use Super Arrow. Pretty much you shoot it, you can step on it like a platform, and it can also hurt enemies. Well, first off, and also it sticks to walls, but it also hurts enemies. Though I only ever use it on one specific enemy. You guys don't know which ones I'm talking about. Anyway, next boss is weak against Gyro Attack, so get that out. And we got this guy, who probably has a name, but I just don't know it. This guy loves balls, first off. You can only hit him when those little doors on the side open up, and you're going to want to spam it as much as you can. Also, one thing you want to keep in mind, try and stay away from this guy as much as possible, because he hurts a lot. Though, if you just stay far away from him as possible, and fire Gyro Attack as often as you can, you should take him out no problem. Also, the ground is moving. I'm not sure if that's a glitch with my emulator or not. And with that, it's time for our traditional stage that every Mega Man game likes to have, aside from X1 and Mega Man 1, because they did things differently then. That's right, guys, it's time for the boss rush stage. And they give us a very easy to get E-Tank right off the bat. Yet again, use Rush Coil, not Super Arrow, because you want to save that. Unless you got a game over during the sequence, in which case you should be good. And the only enemy in the stage, yay. So, yeah. Enjoy the music. My god, I love Crisis Core. Anyway, what I'm showing off right now is Power Stone, the ability that Chargeman was weak to that we got from Stone Man. As you can see, it circles around you, and it's honestly useless aside from the refight against Chargeman. Anyway, time for Dr. Wily. This thing also has a weakness, but I'm not sure what it is. But the Charge Shot does well enough on its own to be considered one, in my opinion. What this guy likes to do is move left and right and decide where he's going to land on. And when he decides to go down, the platform decides to go up. Obviously, the spikes in the middle are instant death, so stay away from those. Also, I don't know why, but in my early days, I always confused this final boss and Mega Man 6's final boss, because they're both crushing things of some sort. Though, now, for a fact, I know which one is which, and I have them memorized. Not that hard of a boss, though. It reminds me of something, but I can't tell what it is. Also, if he decides to go down entirely on one platform, just jump to the other one as quickly as you can. Because if you stay in the center, you should have more than enough time to do so. But, as usual for a Wily machine, it goes down fairly easily, rather. But, as you saw, Wily escaped, so it's time for us to chase him down for the final level of the game. I would make this a separate video because of my little 3 levels of video thing, but considering Mega Man 4's final level was like, what, a 7-minute video? No, I think it was like 6. I figured, why the hell not? For some reason, the final 3 games on the NES decided to do this. Before Wily, we actually get a bit of a level that's actually has a good chance of killing you, comparatively. Although the blood drops, or whatever those words in 2, did actually damage you quite a bit. Don't let these guys hit you, because they hurt. Gonna use an E-Tank just to be prepared, and the first form of the final boss is weak against Super Arrow, so get that out. And now for the actual Wily machine. The way this guy works, he shoots blue balls at you, a la Sonic 3 Knuckles super special stages, and then tries to suck you in while moving forward. Just aim super arrows into his mouth, he should go down no problem. And he's down. Well, now he's down. Anyway, now I'm going to actually use the M-Tank so I can at least show off what it does, as I described earlier. It's a full life restore and a full weapon energy restore. Hope you love that ringing sound effect it has. And the final form of the... And the final boss of the game, Wily Capsule 5, is weak against Beat. See, he's worth going for in this game. In Mega Man 6, not so much. Actually, do I ever use him in 6? I don't think I ever do. I don't think well, actually, no, in 7 he's somewhat useful. Anyway, what this Wily Capsule likes to do is teleport in and out a la the Mega Man 4 capsule. And 6 capsule, actually. And pretty much send balls of death at you, a la Mega Man 4 and 7's. Although 7 actually obviously hadn't happened yet. If you have enough time for invincibility frames, Beat might actually hit him twice, and if he doesn't, you might be able to actually get a couple shots in with your Mega Buster at the same time. Because while Beat is out, you can still do pellet shots, you just can't do a charge. Also, I gotta say, I actually kind of like this final boss theme. I like 6's more, but it's pretty catchy. But yeah, other than that, just watch out for his attacks, because I obviously got hit quite a bit during this battle, and he's pretty easy. Also, Beat will track him to his next location from time to time, so that'll actually help you know where he is going to be next. And defeated by a bird. That was pathetic, Wily. Get back here, you little... Damn, this old man can run. It's like Eggman all over again. And there's Dr. Light. I don't know when he captured him. Well, we know he captured him at some point. Oh, wait, wow, I'm being stupid. He captured him at the beginning. Wow. I completely forgot about that. You guys got to... Whoa! Hello. Why can't we just throw bosses like this if we're this strong? What's up, Proto Man? And he saved us, though I'm surprised Mega Man could hold that up. And Castlevania ending. And Wily escapes to fight another day, a la 6. And Proto Man has his loner self as usual. And as anticlimactically as that is, that's the ending of Mega Man 5. I gotta say, this game is not quite as bad as I remembered, but it's still at the bottom of my Mega Man Classic list. Don't get me wrong, it's not terrible by any means, but it's just kind of bland in comparison to the other games. Levels are not as interesting, music is nowhere near as good. I only remember 3 tracks from the game, and that's the intro theme, or rather title screen theme, final boss theme, and oh, actually no, 4 tracks because of the 2 castle themes. The big reason for that is it doesn't really do anything new for the series. Mega Man 1 was obviously the original, 2 had the 8 Robot Masters and the items, 3 had Rush in the slide, 4 had the Charge Shot, 5 may introduce Beat, but that's nothing big. I mean, 6 even had the adapters, which were awesome! And because of it, it just ends up being on the lower end of the list. In fact, I think this is my least favorite classic Mega Man game. That's not like one of the big spin-offs. Well, actually, I can more accurately say this. This is my least favorite main series classic series game. The Game Boy games and such are much lower ranked. If you want to play this, there's a couple versions you can get. There's the original NES version. There's the PlayStation Classic version that's on the PSN, which is the PlayStation version from Japan. There's the various versions of the Classic Collection. And then it's available on the Wii Virtual Console, 3DS Virtual Console. My mic is in the wrong position. And I think the Wii... sorry about that. Wii U Virtual Console. And as for the... Well, first off, with that, we're actually done with all the NES Mega Man games. There's obviously other 8-bit games with 9, 10, and the 8-bit D-makes of 7 and 8, but I'm not going to do those D-makes anytime soon. So the next time we ever meet on the NES for Mega Man is if I ever redo the original. But there is one other Capcom game I have a feeling I'm going to do at some point that's on the NES, and you guys might know what that is. But the next time we meet in the Mega Man universe that's not a replay of the original Mega Man at some point, I'm either going to be doing Mega Man 8 or Mega Man in Base. I'm not sure which one I want to do first, but I will say if I do Mega Man in Base first, there will be a bit of a condition with it that involves one of the 2 characters. So, yeah. Feels good to be done with the... Well, it's kind of done with the series. We still got, technically, 3 games for me to do. Ah, well. But with that, I'm going to need to end this off here. Thank you guys for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And I'll see you guys next Let's Play, whatever that may be. See you guys then.